I just finished watching this anime called The Summer Hikaru Died, and it was so profound that I'm making this video. I cannot contain whatever I'm feeling right now. I need to let it out. I need the world to know that this is something that you cannot miss, that you have to watch. And the way I would describe it would be a beautiful trauma because I'm traumatized. I This is something like, this is a feeling that I want to sit with and really introspect about the meaning of life, the way we view relationships, the way we view love. It's like it has moved something inside me. So this was an anime series that I just randomly watched yesterday on Netflix because why not? Because it was on my recommendations. And I had also saved it to watch it for later, but it popped up again and I was searching for something new to watch, so I ended up watching it. And from the first episode itself, it was so unsettling. If I had to describe this anime in 3 words, it would be beautiful, profound, and unsettling. Like, it has such an unsettling vibe to it because it's like a supernatural or horror, like not a typical horror anime, but in that category. But it is so beautiful. It is such a profound anime. I cannot stop saying the word profound because that is what it is. It is phenomenal. So to give you a very brief summary or synopsis of the anime in a very non-spoiler way, and while only mentioning the surface level details that were revealed in episode 1, The Summer Hikaru Dies follows the story of two best friends, Hikaru and Yoshiki. And we're talking about really good friends, like they have grown together from their childhood, they have been together their entire life. So one day they're eating ice cream and Yoshiki turns to Hikaru and he's like, "You're not the real Hikaru, right? Like, you're not a human being." And Hikaru looks at Yoshiki and is like, "Since you clogged my tea, since now you know the truth, I won't kill you because I like you, but you need to shut the fuck up. You need to keep this a secret." And Yoshiki is just like, "Okay, I guess. Like, yeah." So basically, as the title describes, the summer Hikaru died. Hikaru is dead. So the Hikaru we see is not the real Hikaru, but a monster that has taken over Hikaru's body. What we are seeing is basically a monster mimicking as a human being because he exactly looks like Hikaru, he talks like Hikaru, all of his mannerism, behavior, memories, all of them are there. But Yoshiki knows that this is not the real Hikaru. Again, that is a spoiler, I'm not revealing that. But it's very much revealed in the very first 10 minutes that Hikaru is not a real human being. He's not the old Hikaru. Something has taken over his body, and now Yoshiki knows that, his best friend. Basically, Yoshiki has to live with the fact that the person that is next to him, his very best friend, is not a real human being. He is not the real Hikaru. Even more than the fact that Hikaru is not a real human being, that he will be grappling with a lot is the fact that he's not the real Hikaru, like his real friend, which is very understandable. So the season 1 of this anime has like 12 episodes. You can watch them on Netflix or anywhere else. And currently, I watched it in Jan 2026. So currently they're saying that the season 2 might come out in 2026. I don't know when, but there's a manga which is going on which I might read. It's not complete. So when you watch this anime series, there are two parallel storylines going on. The first is the mystery suspense part of the plot. What is Hikaru? What is the monster that is inside Hikaru? And why is it there? Like, why did it take over Hikaru's body? How to deal with it? What all sort of things are there? Like, to give you a very basic level idea without giving too much spoilers, the village where Yoshiki and Hikaru are living is basically cursed, which is somehow related to this monster and somehow particularly related to Hikaru. Because the reason the village is cursed is because of Hikaru's ancestors. And Yeah, so that sort of plot is being talked about. And the second plot line is the relationship between Hikaru and Yoshiki. Because they are childhood best friends, they are very, very, very close best friends, which you also know what that means. Yoshiki has feelings towards Hikaru, and at a lot of points, it is like a very subtle subtext that Yoshiki likes Hikaru in more than a friend way. Like, not explicitly that they're homoerotic or that they're gay, but it is very evident that he has feelings for Hikaru. So that is the plot line that is being explored. What I love about this anime is that, like I mentioned before, it is very unsettling. The way it has been edited, the way the storytelling has been done, it makes you feel very unsettled. It is almost like a very good horror piece without it actually being like horror, like ghosts and this and that. But it is very unsettling, like anxiety inducing, and it keeps you on the edge with the first plot line about the ghosts or the monsters. They're not typically ghosts, but the monster stuff, the backstory, and all that curse and stuff. So there are moments like this anime keeps on jumping from unsettling moments to lovey-dovey moments, and all that pure friendship sort of thing that is going on. I would say this anime is a roller coaster. A lot is going on. For a 12 episode anime, I felt too much. I cannot process how I feel, honestly. It's too much. What I loved about this anime is the second plot when we're talking about the relationship between Hikaru and Yoshiki. I like the fact that even though there is a very strong hint, or the subtext is not very subtle, that Yoshiki likes Hikaru. And Hikaru also likes Yoshiki, but the Hikaru that we're talking about is now a monster. So the monster is kind of, developing its own feelings towards Yoshiki. So there's this to and fro relationship sort of thing that is going on, which is not explicitly a relationship like we're used to seeing, but we sense that sort of connection, the kind of emotional bond that has been there, that has been strengthened between Hikaru and Yoshiki. What I liked about the relationship is it's not explicitly stated like it's gay or it's yaoi or it's boys love. It's not put into a box like, that Yoshiki has a crush on Hikaru and he confesses and they kiss and they decide to be together. It's not like that. Yoshiki wants to be with Hikaru and he is so ready to make so many sacrifices. Like, he is literally ready to do anything in order to be with Hikaru. We get to see Yoshiki's perspective a lot, in the sense his feelings towards Hikaru. So there's a lot of struggle and dilemma with the way he's supposed to treat this new Hikaru, which is not like the old Hikaru. It's a new monster. It is exhibiting new things that the old Hikaru did not do, which kind of makes Yoshiki regretful, and also he's smitten by those things because he kind of deep down wanted the original Hikaru to express his emotions in that way, which he's getting from this new monster person. So he is torn, he is struggling inside, and you get to see that struggle a lot. There's this constant on and off going on about how he feels about this new Hikaru, despite knowing that he's a monster. And there are like other plot points also, like this monster is life threatening to Yoshiki at certain points, but Yoshiki can't just let go of that monster because he is so deeply attached to him. Because of Hikaru, because of the memories that he has with Hikaru and Hikaru being his best friend, but also because the way the monster is now behaving, which is kind of deviating in a little way from the way the old Hikaru used to behave. Like, the new Hikaru is very expressive, for with his affection for Yoshiki, which is something that Yoshiki has craved for so long that he's now finally getting. So you get the idea. He is finding it very hard, very difficult to, morally think what is right and what is wrong. That is why I want people to watch this anime. It is so beautiful. The themes of love, friendship, relationship, grief, death, they're very profound. I'm getting emotional. The way they have been explored, the way the storytelling has been done is really profound. I feel like it gives you a lot of things to think about life, the way you view relationships. The symbolism, the parallelism is so good. Like, it is amazing. And it actually made me think about how you view love. Like, we are so used to putting love into a box or giving love a certain definition, as in love should be like this or love should be like that. But when you actually see Yoshiki and Hikaru's relationship, it's way complex. It's so intricate, it's so complicated, but you feel it, you feel the connection that they have with each other despite all the messed up things that are going on. And it is so beautiful to witness because there is no label for it. You cannot put it into like, this is just yaoi, or this is just like two boys who want to kiss. Like, like that is what I was thinking. But it is so beautiful. It makes me think about, how I view love and how I should actually view love. I want what they have, like not all this complicated things, but what they have between them, Yoshiki and Hikaru, is so beautiful. So yeah, that is my 2 cents on why people should watch The Summer Hikaru Died.